Hello and welcome everyone. I'm thrilled to guide you in this journey of mastering Power BI. Now, whether you are a beginner or someone with more advanced skill sets or knowledge with Power BI looking to enhance what you already know, this series has something for everyone. So, what exactly is Power BI? Power BI is an amazing business analytics tool from Microsoft that allows you to visualize your report, share your insights across the organization, or maybe embed it in a website or an app. It's incredibly user friendly and intuitive, especially if you're already familiar with the Microsoft Office suite. You'll find that some of the interfaces that you will see in this series or in Power BI resembles closely what you might have seen in PowerPoint, Word, and Excel. Throughout this series, we'll be covering everything from the basics of getting started to the most advanced tips and tricks to help you make the most out of this amazing tool. And the best part, we'll cover a lot of hands-on activities along the way. So get ready to dive into the world of data visualization and Microsoft Power BI. Let's jump right in. For our first video, we'll be covering how to set up and download our Power BI, install them into our machine, and load our first dataset. To start, go to powerbi.com/en-us-downloads. Now, there will be many ways for you to access Power BI. There's a cloud version and there's also the mobile and the desktop version. So as you can see here, the desktop is the only place where you can create visualizations, but you can view them on the mobile version. As of this video, this is only available in Windows and not on iOS. Power BI is able to unify data from many sources to create interactive, immersive dashboards and reports, provide actionable insights, and hopefully to drive business results. What's the advantage of learning Power BI as opposed to our traditional ways of data visualization? Well, Power BI is incredibly user-friendly. It's offering a lot of drag and drop features and self-service capabilities. Power BI can collect data to a wide range of data source, whether located locally or in cloud, and you can secure live connection to your data source, whether on-premise or in the cloud. You can likewise set up real-time dashboard updates where you will have to decide on your refresh schedule, allowing all users to avail the latest information. And of course, we already know that it's already a very powerful visualization tool. Now, what does Power BI do? Power BI is a business analytics service that delivers insights to enable fast and informed decision. You're able to transform data into stunning visuals and share them with colleagues on any device. You're able to visually explore and analyze data on premises and in the cloud, all in one view. Collaborate on and share customized dashboards and interactive reports, and of course, scale across your organization with built-in governance and security. Now, the Power BI Desktop is a free application you install on your local computer that lets you connect to, transform, and visualize your data. Over here, you see the ribbon. In the ribbon, buttons are used to interact with the data, add visuals, and more. This white space over here is called the report canvas. The report canvas is where your work displays. And this here, the left-hand navigation pane, is where you can switch between report, data, and relationship views by selecting the icons. And of course here, for number 4, the right-hand pane, it allows you to manage your data and or data visualizations. So let's begin with our first hands-on. Let's load the Superstore dataset, examine the data, and let's make our very first graph. We'll be loading the dataset into Power BI and getting it ready for our visualizations. For this series, we'll be using the Global Superstore 2016 dataset. You might wonder, why the Global Superstore dataset? Well, this dataset provides a rich variety of information, making it perfect for trying out the different charts we will be discussing later. It includes data as well, such as sales, profit, geography, and customer demographics, giving us a lot of materials to link, create relationships, and build a very comprehensive dashboard. We've also chosen this dataset because it's a widely used dataset in the data science community, particularly on platforms like Kaggle, like the one that is shown on your screen right now. Kaggle is a fantastic resource where many people get their toy datasets for hackathons and tutorials. By using a popular dataset like the Global Superstore 2016, you'll not only be able to follow along with our tutorials, but also practice on a dataset that's frequently used in data science competitions and learning exercises. Open the Power BI, and after opening Power BI, click on Get Data. You'll find this option on the Home ribbon. Power BI supports a wide range of data sources, but for our Global Superstore 2016 dataset, we'll use an Excel file. And from the list of data sources, select Excel and click Connect. Navigate to where you have your Global Superstore 2016 dataset saved and select the file, of course, and click Open. Now, Power BI will now read the file and display the available tables. For our dataset, we'll select the three tables: orders, returns, and people tables. These are actually from the different worksheet from the Excel file. Now, these tables will give us all the necessary data points we need for our visualization, and once you've selected the tables, we will first transform the data. So, inspect the data. As you can see here, the first row of the returns table is not entirely similar to the other rows. That's because this is supposed to be the header. To transform this, click on this option here, use first row as headers. We'll do the same with the people table. After that, inspect the other tables like the orders, and once we see that everything is in order, close and apply. And now you have it here. You'll see Power BI is loading the data. This might take a few moments depending on the size of your dataset. Once the dataset is loaded, you'll see the tables listed here in the Fields pane on the right side of the screen. Great! Our data is now loaded. You can click on each table to see the fields available. It's always a good practice to take a quick look at the data to ensure everything is in order. As you can see, here on the orders table, we have columns for order ID, order date, sales, profit, customer name, and many more. Now, this data set is very rich with information, and we'll try to create our first graph by looking at the most profitable product. To do that, select the bar chart over here and after that, put the product name on the y-axis and the profit on the x-axis. That wraps up our first video in the Power BI learning series. So today we covered the basics of setting up your Power BI workspace and importing your data. And of course, we've also made our first graph. Now, remember, getting comfortable with these foundational steps is a bit crucial journey towards your mastering Power BI. And as you continue practicing, please don't hesitate to pause and revisit any part of the video to reinforce your understanding. Of course, in our next video, we'll dive into more advanced graphs. And of course, in later parts of the video, we'll also start to create a dashboard. That will be it for this session. Thank you for joining me today, and I'm excited to see your progress as we continue this journey. See you in the next video.